And so you're going out. They're kind of fucking being disrespectful to
Kate?
fucking what's his name?
I thought you were talking about Scorpion. Jeff?
No, Jesse. I think it's
Jesse.
Jesse. They're being disrespectful to Jesse. And Kat is leading the thing.
Yeah.
Kat is kind of, I'm not sure in the games, mentioned in the games, a previous fling that she had. And Kat is the one that gave her the tattoo that she tries to cover up the bite after the chemical burn to cover up the bite. So that's who's leading it. And they're talking, they're kind of further behind because they're buds, they're best buds, and you got that. You got these two generic cowboy-looking guys that go with them. And then they do some stupid shit.
He says, listen to Kat.
She don't listen to nobody. In fact, she sees a fucking bear, this massive zombified bear with its guts ripped out. She goes, yeah, we're good with that. Really?
Then the cowboy has one line. You're gonna let them go inside?
That I don't know, but I'm with him. Like, are you just gonna let them go in? It's stupid, but
They got 5 minutes.
and then they have to fucking drop the goddamn line. Would you rather let the men handle it? It's like, I get what she's doing here, because she's like, hey, we're young and, you know, the grown-ups are doing everything. Let's do something ourselves. But it's like, why? We didn't have to. You didn't have. Just say that. Just say grown-ups. We didn't have to press this angle so much. It's just annoying.
Well, that was only the first time they did it because they did it multiple times this episode.
Yeah.
We're just as good, except okay.
Yeah, no, you're not. And then they switched to knives. What was this all about? I hated the scene where she
Stealth attack.
Oh, okay, that's right. They want stealth attack. I'm like, okay, so
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what the fuck they're saying. This scene is dragging on too long.
yeah, I didn't like it too much. If you're wondering why they take all these risks and because if you're just why you don't play the game, you're like, well, what the fuck? Like, why are you antagonizing these clickers? Why is this little girl walking up to this horrifying creature that could kill her at any instant? Whether it infects her or not, it can fucking, you know, hurt her. It's because it's a video game. And so in the video game, Ellie's a fucking badass. And she can walk up and she's almost as tall as some of the clickers. Just, you know. Here she has to do, she's like a little fucking flying squirrel. And she jumps on the back and she's like, and it's like, it's just different. And I don't know.
Are you trying to explain to me that there are different mediums and that perhaps the way we portray characters is going to be different?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. And here I'm also explaining how I don't like this one. And it leads to some forced drama and rolled eyes. However, I really liked the Stalker. So once she falls through the floor, and then she's looking at a magazine, it's like a women's magazine. She's interested in it. She hasn't seen that kind of stuff. That's cool. Then you got this little stalker, you know, behind her. And the stalker fucks up, just like Joe in Stealth, makes a bunch of noise. It's like, it's like, well, you just ruined it. You could have got her if you were doing a great job. And she's like, and then Ellie notices. She's like, come at me. But it doesn't come at her. It actually runs off, makes Ellie chase her, and ambushes her. So I like that. Good shit. Yeah, the stalker.
Still work.
I think the stalker was in. It was in the game we played, and I gave it 10 out of 10 because that was the remaster. But I think the first game didn't have the stalkers. It was the remaster that had the stalkers. Of course, part 2 had the lore of them. But yeah, it was cool to see him, and I thought it was well done. She gets bit, which that doesn't happen in the games. I don't think. And she gets bit, she hides it, and then later on, what? Cauterize it? No, just
she's cutting it to make it look like a bite mark.
Oh yeah, like a what? Not mark?
Oh, not like a bite mark, and then she sews it
Like,
up.
I fell down and something hit me.
Right. To make it less like a bite mark.
She wasted a ton of whiskey to try to lady.
Yeah. And then, but you know, I don't know. Even in the games, they weren't this calm about a clicker being in that proximity. And if you go back to season 1 and you watch the way they react when there's a single fucking clicker, it's widely different. So I don't know. The depiction's a little odd here. But anyways, then we get the scene of the relationship kind of coming to fruition. And I've seen a lot of annoying comments that say, oh, that...
They're acting like that old man in the
I don't want to see no gay people on my TV, basically. So there's going to be a lot of that going on, and people telling on themselves because they don't know that, you know, Ellie, this is the way Ellie is, and she's gay. And sometimes media depicts some gay relationships. So it's depicted here, and I think it's extremely well done. It almost follows the games to a T. Love the cinematography, love the music. And like I said, I like this Dina better than the video game Dina. She's just more charismatic. She's just like, I don't know, there's a way about her, more gentle and kind of love, where it's like, yeah, cool, good for y'all. Whereas the previous Dina, I'm like, who the fuck is this asshole? It's like, man, I never really got to like her until the very end of the game when I'm just forced to. But here I'm already liking Dina, so it's a good counter for Ellie, especially when Ellie's still acting like an idiot, and Dina's just kind of following her lead. This will let Dina be like, cut it out, stop being an idiot, eventually. So the scene plays out, the white dude is there like, hey, yeah, you fucking dykes, you know, this is a family event, and Joel comes in, boom!
Like, what'd you say? He looked like she was gonna go attack him.
Yeah.
And then Joel steps in.
She's like, I don't need your
Desolate
fucking
daughter.
hell. Yeah. And they changed
I
it.
was
I mean,
mad. I was
just
like,
knock
leave
his
it
ass on
alone.
the ground. So
Joel's trying to be a father.
Yeah. I'll allow it because, you know, you're just being a protective.
Yeah.
You're being a protective father, and I get it. That's when Joel gets emotional, and I will back Joel getting emotional.
Yeah, because he's trying to do everything he can to win her back and have it like it was before. He just feels so neglected, and now he's like, oh, fuck, I'll just go home.
Yeah.
Sad.
Joel comes in and wants, what does he say? Something like, your strings are busted, you know, he wants to fix the guitar. He just doesn't know how to, you know, deal with the teenage daughter, and he wants to fix this, but, and I think that was before the...
Yeah, that was before.
Yeah.
Like, after the whole scene happened, she starts walking back home, sees Joe on the porch playing the guitar, and just walks past him.
Yep. Yeah. And then,
I think it ends. We just see a flash of,
we didn't get the pipes, that's what it was. No,
Abby
they have the
and
moment where they
the
walk,
pipes.
and then, he's got the guitar, and I'm like, oh, are they gonna do the future days part? Are they gonna try to make up? And are we gonna get that all in episode 1? But she walks right by him. But I think the audio, as the audio is going, as soon as she leaves the screen, her footsteps stop. You hear her footsteps really, really loud, and her footsteps stop. So I suspect that in the future, she's going to stop and then come back, and then they're going to have the scene. So hopefully that is a thing.
Yeah.
Or
Hopefully.
they change it a little bit and they do it another time or something. But they show in this scene that the growth fungus is growing in the pipes. This is a new thing. I like Alex is like, was this in the original game? I couldn't remember either, and I was like, no, because it's a new thing, because in the games, there's the wearing the masks and the spores that can change you. Here, it has to be a bite. And so, because Jackson is constantly patrolled, one of the criticisms people levied at the game is how could they be so stupid and not having seen all these, you know, they were supposed to have patrols, so how could they be ambushed by a bunch of clickers in the future? Well, they set it up perfectly, because this is a web now, right? You touch the web, it lets all the clickers in the area know and come at the same time in an instant. So they've kind of fixed that and set that up in the future. And then just like you said, the last scene is
Abby, she sees the town, and they start walking towards. And the fade to black.
mad.
we heard a dude named Joel
And
this year.
she looks exactly the same. To be fair, she's in a huge winter coat, so we can't see if she's fucking ripped and ready to rock. Ready to rock.
So maybe like 5 pounds of muscle.
No, the game says she can bench 185.
Oh, did they? I don't get anything. That's right.
Because it was funny because I was teasing Joe. I was like, you can't even do that.
I can do it now.
Joe could do it. I can't. So when it's not gonna hit. What did I write here? So I just, because they've kind of changed the order of stuff, this moment isn't gonna hit as hard when the moment comes. I don't think for audiences.
I'm still
Especially
gonna
when
be
you're
mad.
spelling it
I'm still
all
gonna
out.
be mad,
Yeah.
for sure. So it's gonna hit me the same way. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Why? I'm so curious how it's gonna hit, you know, the casual watchers. All right, what else? They skipped the snowball fight. That was a fun little thing that they did in the games of just talking about the game stuff. They added 3 people to the patrol. It was just rookies fighting clickers, you know, when Ellie gets bit and stuff, and they throw the shade at the two cowboy-looking dudes. But it's like, I would want their help. Let's, you know, I don't want to get hurt.
No.
Anyways, I loved Ellie in the first game. I didn't like Ellie in the second game.
Well, so I'm hoping they'll change her character.
No, I think they're actually doing even worse with Ellie right now. And if they suddenly shift and do what Ellie does in the game, I'm still gonna hate it.
There's a main character change in the first game. I mean, it's like emotional manipulation 101. Ellie shoots dogs. She's mean to people that she murders. Abby pets the dogs. She is nice to these people, and she only wants revenge on the bad guys.
Please,
so it's like
Abby.
And so like it was a main character swap, right? Like you expected to play Ellie. Expectations subverted, motherfucker. You're gonna play Abby, and so it's like, I imagine you were not supposed to like Ellie.
Fucking jacked, so don't worry. You don't need Joel. You got Abby. She's fucking jacked and fun. See, well, now they're not gonna do that in the show. Anyways, I feel like it ruined a lot of moments by revealing them a lot earlier, kind of deflating some of the tension and some of the mystery, but overall it was okay. That's why I ended up giving it a 6 out of 10. But some people were like, well, it's impossible to find a buff actress. I'm like, no, it's not. Look at Katie O'Brien. She's fucking perfect. Look at these pictures. That would have been a perfect Abby. Maybe not quite at the video game level. What superhero shit she does, but yeah.
Well, I mean, you can also just pay them like they paid, what is his name, David Corn Sweat, or Henry Cavill, and you give him a bunch of money, and you're like, hey, you're gonna eat nothing but chicken and broccoli for a solid year, get huge.
Yeah, but that's what the actress is like, I'm not fucking doing that. And Mace was like, alright, yeah, it was stupid anyway. But they have not cast Lev and Yara. So that to me says that they're not in, obviously they're not in season 2. They're going to be saved for season 3. So that storyline, Lev and Yara, the bald one and the other one, and just when the story goes off the rails and works.
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
The crazy people.
Yeah.
Alright, and then, let's see, we didn't like,
it was a long time ago.
And we didn't like it in the first place. I had to look this up too, so. And then I'm just wondering, can Bella actually play a more adult-like Ellie after the event happens?
That's what I'm hoping.
Maybe.
Yeah, just gotta hope.
Yeah. Okay, anything else that y'all want to highlight here? I think we've covered pretty much everything. Why is Abby's crew so fucking clean? That got pointed out by somebody else, and now it's getting to me. I don't want to.
They were at a funeral. Maybe they wanted to make sure they were clean.
Oh, I gotta talk about this. They already fixed trying to fix one of the criticisms from the game. So I already see Neil Druckmann trying to set this up. So one of the criticisms from the game that we levied at it, maybe trying to do it directly at us, is they don't know his full name. So she goes, like they knew in the game, they knew it was Joel Miller. I'm gonna fucking kill Joel Miller. Here, they're like, it's Joel or Joe or something. But Abby instead knows exactly what he looks like in his age range. So they're gonna try to change that. And I'm like, are they doing our parody? You know, are they criticizing us? Because when I said, you know, when Joel meets her, he's like, my name is Joel Miller and I live down the street at 21789. I leave my door open back on Mondays through Tuesdays. And if anybody ever wanted to come in and kill me and my whole family and everybody I cared about, make sure to go 2 houses down to the next house and they leave their windows open and you can just climb it, you know. That kind of stupid shit, I guess. So now it doesn't matter if he goes, my name's Joel Miller, you know, as much. I don't know. Just thought that was kind of weird. We'll see. And I don't think that she's going to get to do it slowly. She makes this emphasis, no, we're going to kill him slowly. No, she's probably going to be rushed like the game and then just takes the fucking club and just does it.
I think she's going to beat him for a long time with the club, and then she's going to save the head for last.
Yeah. And it sucks because, and then I don't want to watch after. I really don't. I don't care about it. The only big conflict that you have after Joel is gone and Pedro Pascal, one of the best actors in the series, like Joel said, I don't think Bella can carry the show, and what we'll have is fucking Murder Ninja versus Big Beefy Abby
there's the museum flashback.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too,
that's part of the whole game.
So we'll see. We'll see how that works. But I think we're about to hit the iceberg, and it will be interesting. So let us know if you want us to go episode by episode, or you just do like 3, one in the middle, one at the end. Let us know how it goes, or maybe we'll do one when they actually do the moment, whether it's episode 2, 3, 4, 6. It's at. And yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. What did you think? And leave your comments down below, and we will see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys. Well, they did it. Joe, it wasn't episode 3. It wasn't episode 4, Alex. It was episode 2. So we're going to bring you our review. And in this one, they changed some stuff.
Yeah.
And the reason why Alex is not holding this, and it's me in my scrawny arms, is because we've suspected this might be the case. We were thinking, oh, well, we're just seeing Abby before her transformation into Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior. No, the show decided, nah, fuck that. That's ridiculous. Thus confirming Neil Druckmann and Abby's ridiculous size is stupid and shouldn't have been a thing. And in fact, he does that several times throughout this episode, changing and improving the situation around that, which to me is an admission of everything that I had laid out in our review of how it was handled. So many defenders have said, you're wrong, this and that, then why did he fucking change it? Neil Druckmann is a part of this. He changed a bunch of stuff, and by all admissions, did improve some of the situations, making it less stupid. Okay? Let's just jump fucking right in. They combine the fucking moment where Joel is murdered with a golf club, gets fucking kneecapped with a shotgun first, then Abby takes her sweet time. Abby, who I cannot stop seeing as Ellie, it's just driving my brain insane, because that doesn't look like Abby to me. And then I just fucking hate Abby so much. I hate this character. I hated her in the video games. I hate her here. And
You're supposed to.
yeah, you're supposed to. I get it, because she's killing Joel, which is one of my favorite characters. Who protects Ellie, shows love and protection, surrogate father figure. And then they combine this whole scene with a big action sequence at Jackson where all the zombies come towards the fucking, and thankfully it's not at night like Game of Thrones and HBO did before, and they didn't use stupid, ridiculous tactics. They actually, they wrote this one about as realistic as possible, though Jackson would be overrun if it really happened. Unless they have that much ammunition and that much guns, I'm surprised. But
Oil, I mean, look, I played a lot of Stronghold. You put a lot of oil down in the field when you're getting invaded, you burn a lot.
I thought it was clever that they had the barrel stuff.
Yeah.
Don't know if it worked exactly as well as it did there, but I thought it was really cool. So honestly, while the moment is there, and we'll talk about the moment, and we'll talk about how it's changed, is it still impactful? If I were to take the episode on its own, I have to admit, I thought it was an action-packed episode. I thought it was a good episode, and it's not fucking garbage shit where I hate it like, the moment that happened in the video games. What did you guys think of episode 2?
This episode I really liked. I really liked the action stuff, kind of ramped it up as well. I do like Abby's acting, but I cannot believe her as this badass.
Yeah.
Like, she did a great job, pouring her heart out and doing all that stuff at the final scene. But her being demanding, being the boss, I don't believe her.
No,
She's
right?
still,
She's
pretty
tiny.
small and tiny.
She's like, shut up!
Yeah,
And I'm like, man, you shut the fuck up!
yeah, the team's already kind of against her. It's like, no, this is a bad idea. This
Right.
is
That wasn't in the game.
It wasn't. She's not very menacing as a leader. I don't believe that.
Force them to murder.
Yeah, I don't believe that yet, but I do like her acting. Ellie is still kind of on the fence. I don't like her as much right now. I don't know if that's gonna grow, but right now that's kind of the weaker points. But it was still impactful. I liked the show. This was a great episode.
Yeah, I think it's also a great episode. There's some subtle things that happen here that, I mean, I personally asked for when we did a sit-down review that was like, and then it kind of makes things make sense. Like, rather than walk into a room of fully armed people that you don't know, announcing your name, rank, and serial number, hey, my name is Joel, I was recently in Seattle a couple years ago and I shot this dude.
Yeah.
And
My address is 7128.
yeah, well, it was Dina who reveals that his name is Joel. It was exactly how we said. It wasn't in I'm telling a stranger who I am. It's a moment of panic, and
She actually, and the show even does it even better than that. She's not even aware that there's another person with Joel.
Yeah.
She's just screaming for Joel.
Yeah, and so it's a totally action-packed episode. I mean, you have to look at Abby at like Joffrey, right? Like, you're not supposed to like this character.
Yeah.
She's completely and totally unreasonable. She's an absolute psychopath. Even her allies are like, man, she's kind of nuts. She's gonna get us all killed. The only thing that kind of makes me mad is I don't like Ellie. And I don't know what it is. And I know that Ellie's supposed to be, as a character right now, is supposed to be in this like weird spot. She's trying to figure out where she fits in. She's still kind of mad about the past. I get all that. The thing is, there's a disconnect for me. I don't know if it's expectations from the video game.
Yes.
I see so much like hate on the internet for the actress, and I think it's gross.
It is gross.
I think that people can be miscast, and you shouldn't hate on the actress itself. And for me, it feels like it's a miscast, and it constantly bugs me. But it's not because she doesn't look.
No, I get it.
I just want to reiterate for the people. It's not. It's like, oh, you know.
But we thought, how did you think she was? Because we thought she did okay for season 1.
Yeah.
And we thought, we were worried about it, and our worries have come to fruition.
Yeah, it's tough when you have a passage of time and someone's supposed to kind of grow up, and the whole age thing, it doesn't always work out where people feel more mature. And so I'm looking at her and it's like she doesn't feel like Ellie at that period of life.
Abby looks more like Ellie at that period of life than Ellie is, and she's still playing up the I'm a little fucking shit, and I hate her right now.
Allison, get the fuck out of here.
Yes. Certainty masquerading as knowledge. It's very Ellie of you.
Suck my dick.
Also,
I hate Ellie, and it's funny. Maybe this is on purpose, because I fucking hated Ellie in The Last of Us Part 2, and all the decisions that she was making and the way that she was acting later on, and it's like, well, okay, if you're trying to make me align it, I hated the game. I hated many aspects of the game. I get what they're going for. They're telling a tragic tale. They're telling a tale of revenges leads to fucking nothing, and it's just more heartbreak, and everybody's the hero of their own story. I get it. But in the video game, I think it was told and executed poorly with some ridiculous elements that stood out. And clearly, Druckmann has admitted now, after all of these changes, that some of the elements were ridiculous. Some of them were poorly done and poorly executed because they've changed them and they've improved them here. They did make one change that I think is worse, and we'll talk about it when we get to the moment.
Craig that did it. I mean, I know Druckmann's involved.
Thank you for mentioning it. I was going to say that next.
It doesn't have to be Druckmann admitting fault. It could just be Craig's like, hey, for believability purposes.
Yeah, but Druckmann knows because he was defending the shit constantly against people. So if Mason convinces Druckmann that he needs to change it, it's still an admission, it's still a change, and it's for the better, because most of all of these changes are for the better. So just fucking embrace it. Be like, yeah, I'm not a perfect writer. I thought it would go this way and it didn't go that way. That's all. We're not the weirdos that are like, okay, well now all the rest of your shit is permanently garbage and will always be the worst thing ever. It's like, no, just admit it. It's when you say, no, I'm not gonna admit to nothing just because there's some weirdo haters, and then you dismiss everybody in that same bucket. That's kind of where we ended up.
You can't have discussions with people about this game because there's crazy everywhere. This story is really tough because at this point in the story we kind of lose the person to root for.
Yeah.
Because Ellie, in my opinion, I don't like Ellie as a character. I don't like Abby as a character. Like they're both kind of like shitty teenagers, and it's just like who am I rooting for? And then the game tries to get you to root for one more than the other, and then that kind of switches all over the place. But Maybe it's intentional, like you said. Maybe we're supposed to not like Ellie. Maybe we're supposed to not like Abby. It's like, well, if you're successful in making me not like your characters,
Yeah.
what does that make? What does that do for next week and
Yes,
the week after?
that's exactly
Audiences
what
are going to be
we're
like, wait
about.
a minute, who am I rooting for here?
Shut up. Suck my dick, Alex. Because that's Ellie.
Yeah.
That's literally what she tells fucking Jesse when Jesse brings up a legitimate concern. She's like, thousands? There can't be thousands. What are you, crazy? What are you, stupid? Get the fuck out of here. And Jesse's like, well, like, we have to prepare. Suck my dick.
Suck my dick.
Also,
I hate her. And she wasn't really like this in the video game, at least not initially, so...
they ramped it up.
Yeah, they've definitely ramped it up, and I think it's because maybe they believe that, oh, well, the 4-year change, she looks the same, so maybe we'll just have her continue to act like she's a little girl, and then after this moment, that's when she makes the transition, and I guess that's what we're there for. So, all right, well, let's... so we thought, as far as entertainment value, this was definitely an action-packed episode, plenty of money on screen, CGI, that bloater there. They didn't use the suit, Joe. It's
CG.
motherfucking CG.
God
That's
damn
the
it.
thing that blows me away. We
You
were
had
talking
it.
about this fucking suit.
You had it.
And this is not a suit. This is a CGI. So I'm like, okay. And
Maybe
now
it
it
was
makes me
both.
question, was the first one a suit? It's like, why would you just throw that suit away?
We have the financial figures. They told us how much the suit cost.
Yeah. Did they?
Yeah,
That's right. So, what the fuck? That really blows me away.
Maybe it was the suit some of the time, and there were like stand-ins, but like there were scenes where it was very CG.
It
and
looks
it was like,
totally CG
Yeah.
to me. Yeah, so we get the action sequence. The action is there, so,
They should have just
It's-
focused down.
it-
Oh no, the bloaters. Like everyone focus on that guy. Like, now just let him bust.
everyone's panicking like crazy.
Yeah.
but I also have to factor in to my score the story being told and whether I like it or not. And losing the best actor in the show, losing, in my opinion, the most compelling character, I don't care. I don't care about the rest. I've played through the rest. I know the rest. I know
They're
what's
gonna
coming.
change it, though. They're gonna
Never.
change it.
It's never right. That's the only thing I'm looking forward to. These small, tiny
Yeah.
little changes. I don't think
Flashbacks.
Druckmann is going to do anything major. We will have flashbacks
Yeah.
of Joel. It does seem as if they did reconcile, and they're saving that scene. You know, the guitar stuff and
Natural History
the
Museum.
Natural History Museum stuff. So that is going to do that's going to help people get through. But fucking season 3, fuck off. I'm not gonna
Maybe you'll be hooked by then, Joe. That's the
hooked. I don't think the Abby character in the TV series is working. And Ellie has completely lost me, and I hate her character, and I hate
She
the
might grow
characterization.
next
I hate it.
episode. But I'm with you with Abby though. Like, yeah, she's
And now
a good
we got
actor,
the-
but
now
I
we
don't
got-
believe her as a general, like a leader. I don't.
No, I don't know. And I don't know what, and then Neil Druckmann can't fucking help himself. Now we got the woman, the bald-headed lady from Intergalactic. I'm like, why is the Intergalactic lady there?
If you're going to Wyoming when the winter time, you want hair.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
No,
you
want
Clearly
hair.
it's because
it's
she
cold as shit.
She was motion capturing and filming shit for Intergalactic. Well, why put her in? Just bring the original voice actors and have the original voice actors play that character. Have anybody play the character. They're just doing the stupid shit. Oh, so does this mean the Last of Us universe is connected to the Intergalactic universe?
Yes.
Did you know that this particular character survives the apocalypse and eventually builds a safe space civilization?
Impossible.
Goes into space.
Anything is
No, it takes me out of it. I'm like, where the fuck is, like, that's just from a video game player standpoint. People that never played the games and don't follow Naughty Dog are gonna be like, I don't know.
Whoa,
who is this
fucking
bald-headed?
crazy.
Yeah, that's basically it. But what I was saying is that I have to factor in the fact that Joel dies and the way it's executed here and my feelings of what it does to the series and my interest level in the series. And this is, this is like I'm fucking watching, I don't know, a good fucking example. Like a Bugs Bunny cartoon and Bugs Bunny dies and then I have to continue on with Bugs Bunny's surrogate. See, no, that's a bad example. But it's just, I'm here for a certain dynamic. I'm here for a certain story.
I would say best comparison would probably be like, what is it, the 70s show? They replaced Topher with the other guy. God, it went downhill from there.
I didn't even know that happened.
It happened and it went downhill
Topher
fast.
Grace was replaced by somebody else.
Yeah, and it went downhill fast.
Is a new actor, or they said he went off to college
went
or
off
something?
to some-
Well, so that's not even there because there are other characters that you like. This is replacing the only character that that people like.
So a sitcom and a character you like, and then he leaves 2.5 Men, and now it's something completely different, and they think, oh, but this is great, we have great stories to tell, don't worry, just because the person you're here for is gone,
Take that
this
one
is that
thing
situation.
out, it's not the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna factor that in. But overall, we get the action scene, we get actually some faithful recreations. Jesse waking up, Ellie kind of explaining the kiss with Dina. We get the apology from the homophobic dude. This stuff is coming straight from the video games.
Spit on him.
That's what I'd be worried about. I wouldn't need that shit. And probably spit on, because they're forcing him to apologize, and some people don't take.
He seemed genuinely
He
sorry.
did seem genuine. In the video game, I wouldn't eat those sandwiches because I wasn't sure about his genuineness in the video game. But I did like how they gave Tommy more. Tommy had more to do in the big ass action sequence and the flamethrower. It brings the moment back to the
I
game.
like this man
You're
way
gonna
better.
fucking flamethrower on this massive fucking bloater, and you're like, wait a minute, is he gonna die before he gets to me? And that's straight from the video games because it's effective, but you're not sure if it'll
To
kill.
me, it was a huge improvement for Tommy as opposed to what he really did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they fucked Tommy up in the video game as well.
Oh, this is my brother Joe.
It's like, they must shut the fuck up. Yep, that's me. I'm Joe. Here's my address, and that's it. And then Tommy just gets beat up. Here instead, Dina is traveling with Joel, and it's weird. They put Dina to sleep. I guess they're trying to say they're trying to soften Abby and Abby's crew, because in the video game they just want to beat everybody.
They don't have rope.
Yeah.
It's a giant fucking lodge. You tie her ass up and you put her. Like, it was so weird. They're like, oh, we're gonna put her to sleep
Just for an hour.
It's like,
why are you
why?
wasting resources?
Tie her
What
up.
is this?
Yeah, it was. That's a nitpick.
Just punch her the fuck out. Like what?
You go to sleep. You go to sleep.
She's not big enough.
She's not.
You have to be so gentle to Dina's cat. I don't understand.
Maybe it's like they're trying to build the Mel character and show you that she's like a competent doctor person.
Okay.
Like maybe, but it still was weird.
Yeah. Which, by the way, let me fucking talk about Mel, this pregnant lady. Did you notice she was pregnant, Joe? No. Why? Because it's fucking stupid to have a fucking soldier lady and bring her out here. Now we're gonna have the moments in the games where it's like, get in the car, let's go shooting with the fucking pregnant lady.
So
That
fucking
always
doing
bothered me.
Some front rows and some side rows. It's like, you got a baby in there.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Why don't you stay behind? We'll bring somebody else, or you just stay behind. Period.
They may make her pregnant later on,
Or
but
maybe-
I think she's pregnant now, and they're just fucking hiding it.
Baby, you
Oh,
won't make you pregnant.
This is, anyways, I fucking hate what they did with the pregnant lady in the video game. We'll see how it continues here. Anyways, so we got a lot of different elements
Yes,
in the show.
Another one is now it's Jess and Ellie, because it's before it was like Dina and Ellie to having the whole
Jesse.
scene. No, because they went off together. They had
Jesse and Ellie.
Yeah, but in the video game they switched it up.
yeah.
It is different. I like this one a little bit better. No, you don't like it?
I don't care, because, we need bonding between we need bonding between Ellie and her girlfriend, who eventually becomes her partner long term. We need to build that, but I didn't care. In the video game, I fucking hated it. It just made me hate them more, because they're supposed to be fucking on patrol. They're shirking their duties, and maybe if they were actually out there looking for Joel, none of this would have fucking happened.
Yeah, they switched it up there, and I think they're doing
I
a good
think they
job
removed
with the
it because they
chemistry.
didn't want to put any blame on,
Well, you
there's
have to-
gonna be guilt.
You have to build up Jesse because of what happens. Because
Yeah,
you want to
they
endure it.
more
Endure it.
Jesse.
I thought that they handled the dialogue between Dina and Ellie in the video game I wouldn't say poorly, but it wasn't anywhere near as good as the dialogue we got in the first video game. So for them, I think that Ellie has more, at least now in this iteration, has more rapport with Jesse. Like, I like their conversations infinitely better here between Ellie and Jesse than Ellie and Dina in the video game. So
yes,
I agree with him.
But I'm gonna one up that because I agree with you. But what do you think? Because I think the actress for Dina is really good.
She's
better than the video game version of Dina. So if we give her more time, maybe it gives that actress more time.
We're gonna get more time because like there's two unlikable characters who are the main characters, and there's two likable characters who are temporary. Like, his Dina's great, and I think Jesse's great.
Yeah.
I can't believe it that now, now
he's
the
waiting for the
characters
other
that I
shoe
didn't care
to
about
drop.
in the video game are now the only ones that I have to hold on to and be interested in moving forward. Dina, of all fucking people, which I didn't like in the video game. And Jesse, and we all know what's coming there, so that's gonna piss people off even more if they're building Jesse. And they are. You can tell Ellie's like, you're gonna be the leader one day. She just randomly throws
you're 3 days from retirement, Jesse.
They just randomly throw.
Excuse me? Why would you say that?
Let's go ahead and give this episode a rating. This one's tough for me.
Just this episode, I'm not factoring the game and stuff like that. They did do a lot of stuff. They fixed a lot of things that I didn't like.
Okay.
I like the action stuff. I like the Tommy fix. I liked it a lot. I'm gonna go up to 9. I liked everyone's performance. I liked everything, but again, I just can't get behind Ellie, and I can't get behind Abby because I don't see her as
The
that
two
big.
central characters
I know.
of the fucking
I
series.
know.
Yeah.
But everything else is pretty great.
Okay, well that doesn't bode well for the future, Joe.
I know.
Alex,
That's why it's like I'm not trying to think about that. That maybe they'll do some changes, and Abby's gonna change, or not change, but Ellie.
we'll talk about it more, but I just want to mention that in the video games, they didn't really give Abby the moment to monologue in front of Joel. Joel tells her to shut the fuck up right away and get it over with.
But that's-
Here, she monologues, and I don't like this change. That's the one change that I didn't like, because that gives Joel the opportunity to fucking talk to her and
Yes.
tell her that her
That's
fucking
another thing I was
father
gonna
was
bring
going
up.
to
He
kill
should have said
somebody.
something.
But he sits there in silence, lets her do it, and then when she grabs the golf clubs, he's like, shut the fuck up. And I was like, yes, please, shut the fuck up. Anyway, so go, Alex.
Yeah, I think he knew he was gonna. It wouldn't.
He's like, it doesn't matter what I say at this point.
Yeah.
And you can pick that up from Joel's performance.
Yeah, I agree. I was a 9 out of 10. Like, they got a lot of things that, you know, they swapped things subtly that for me made things so much more believable. I think the action was great. I was complaining in season 1 that the zombies were kind of the setting, not necessarily like this.
American Pet, my stand-up Koga. train, bluegill. She likes to drink that fancy wine.